Hello and welcome to a very new week, first week of September. And we commence it with September the 2nd, Monday, and we commence it also with Mercury trine Chiron. Now Chiron is an ongoing investigative process for many an astrologer, certainly for me. It's meant to be the wounded healer. I believe it's much more than that. It's a really cool asteroid planet, whatever you want to call it, that connects the outer planets and the inner planets. Very powerful little cookie. Also feel it could be a financial planet. For the moment, while my investigations continue at pace, I'm going to have it down as the wounded healer. Therein, this Monday, Mercury. It's about intellectualizing things and intellectualizing yourself, your inner self, your wounded, hurt, damaged self. So a time to just quietly contemplate, do I need to heal any aspect of my soul, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical? If so, I would like to heal the wound, and today is the day to cauterize your wounds. September the 3rd, my dear departed father. It was his birthday on September the 3rd, my mentor, so happy birthday, Dad, whatever you're up to. Probably fraternizing with the girls, which you like to do during terra firma time. You won't mind me telling you that. Now, September 3rd, big day. Big day. Two things. New moon in Virgo. So all you Virgos out there, manifest your freaking hearts out. Just manifest away, right? So one day this year when it's your new moon and you can just manifest. But always a karmic caveat. You must have been a cool, wonderful, compassionate and karmically good soul preceding this very special day for you Virgos. Pisces sits opposite Virgo and it's on that kind of spine. So if you've been an absolute saint of a Pisces, you might be able to just do a little bit of manifestation yourself. But let's be honest, it's Virgo's day. Biggest event today, September 3rd, 2024, Pluto reversing back into Capricorn again, where it can be a little bit mischievous. Not for too long. I think it's to sort of like mid-November, November 19th or something roughly. Anyway, Pluto shifting back into Capricorn. Now when Pluto is in Capricorn, he can be a little bit deconstructive and not in the most progressive way. So if one's life appears to kind of deconstruct, or society begins to crumble a little bit and deconstruct a little bit, fear not. It is merely a temporary phase, and all of us, once he switches back and goes back in the right direction, Pluto back into Aquarius, where he is fueled by humanitarian spirit and reconstructing positively, we will never, none of us, not one single soul will ever experience Pluto in Capricorn again. But it's a period when, if everything seems to fall apart and life and society seems to fall apart, it's really a mirage. It's temporary and it won't last forever. And then when Pluto finally goes back in the right direction, it's humanitarian heaven thereafter. But it's certainly a powerful shift of energy when Pluto goes from one star sign to another. So we'll all feel it, but it's temporary. And that's a really cool thing, because when things are temporary, whether they're wonderful or traumatic or whatever it might be, it means it's not going to last forever. That is September the 3rd, 2024. September the 4th, 2024. Today, two things. Mars moves into Cancer. So when Mars moves into Cancer, it absolutely empowers you Cancerians, energized, right? But remember, you're Cancerians, that's quite emotive. So the volatility, the volatile energy of Mars needs to be harnessed and managed in a positive way, right? So you Cancerians, you can either go completely off the rails, right? Or harness the energy of Mars and empower yourself and make enormous progress. Two roads. Road 1, hell on earth. Road 2, progressive magnificence. Over to you, Cancerians. And another thing that is happening on September the 4th, which is kind of cool and allows you people that live in the past, people born in the Chinese year of the dog, right? Love to live in the past. Just really, it's their kind of thing. Oh, that was magical. Wasn't that a magical time? Anyway, well, this is a period for you dogs, if you like, because Venus is conjunct the South Node. Now, the South Node is actually where you begin your journey. It's where you've come from. When you arrived into this lifetime, you came from the point of the south node, and you're actually heading towards the north node. But when the south node is in play and it's conjunct Venus, Venus is love, right? And so if you've been harnessing dreams of reconnecting with a cherished love, paramour from the past, here's your day. Here's your day to reconnect. Hello. Do you remember when we were both 21 and we did this and we did that and we did crazy things and things we've never told anyone? You want to do it again? I know I'm 51, but come on. You never know, on September the 4th, that little paramour might be going, I want some amour. What you got to lose? Not a lot. Because this is the day. This is the day for love. Past love. The 5th, the 6th, the 7th of this month, September. Back to back. Free will days. I'm going to bore you just saying it's a free will day. Hello and au revoir and goodbye. I'm going to embellish it and explain to you that they are indeed free will days. And when we're on a free will day, the boys and girls upstairs, and they're doing it back to back. They're just taking a 3-day break. Now, I don't know where they've gone. Maybe a long trek to Boston or New York or something. Anyway, they've ducked out of the action for 3 days, which is great because on these very rare back-to-back days, we can get a shitload done. Excuse my French, but that's probably emanating from my technological distress. Moreover, right, in any given year, certain people have a lot more luck than other people. In this year, I'm going to give you those people when we're on free will days, because they're the guys that can really make a lot of progress. We all can up to a greater or lesser degree, and there are a couple of animals that can't, and I'll come to those in a minute. But 4 animals: the dragon, because we're in the year of the dragon, particularly 2 dragons, the fire dragon 1976 and the metal dragon the year 2000. You're also called or known as the golden dragon because it's the first year of the century, so you can stick that in your back pocket if you're born in the year 2000. You're all golden dragons. Now, they benefit. Also, the rats benefit because they're the secret, well, not the secret soulmate of the dragon, and particularly to all rats, but particularly 1960, the metal rat, and particularly 1996, the fire rat. The monkey also benefits, has a bit of extra luck on these free will days. 1980, metal monkey. 1956, the fire monkey, but all monkeys. Also, the rooster. Metal rooster 1981, all roosters, but 1981 and 1957. So on these days, you little characters, or all you animals, you 4 animals, you've got a bit of a head start in getting an awful lot done. So don't just rest on your laurels. Get on it, number 1. And then there are a couple of animals that have, in the year of the dragon, like virtually no luck. They have to work for everything. So when you're on a free will day, even though you'd be thinking, well, I could get a lot done, I would recommend that anyone born in the year of the hare and or the year of the dog, relax on free will days. Don't try and do everything. Just very gently try and potter about and do bits and pieces. But dragon isn't going to assist you, unfortunately. But the first 4 animals, yeah, you're in on free will days, and everyone else is kind of like neutral S, so you could get an awful lot done, but if you don't, you just say, to hell with it, and sink a double vodka. But dragons, rats, monkeys, roosters, if you're lying on your sofa on free will days, stuffing your face with a bag of, I don't know, what is it called, Dunkin' Donuts, idiotto, as they would say in Italy, you're wasting very, very valuable days that could be incredibly progressive. Now you know. And also, actually, on the 5th and the 6th of September, the moon is in Libra. So on those days, Librans just rein it back in a bit emotionally. And on Saturday, the 7th, it's moon's in Scorpio. So on Saturday, Scorpios just rein it in emotionally a little bit. Sunday, the 8th of September. Now, this is 2 things really. One is Sun sits opposite Saturn. Now, that the Sun is the essence of you. It's you, the core essence, the soul, the being, the entity that is you. So it's all about an individual perspective on the day, and it sits opposite Saturn, who makes everything virtually impossible when it sits opposite in any form or opposite any planet. But when it's opposite the essence of you, if you are planning to achieve something magnificent, courtesy of your personal sun, when Saturn sits opposite, you are an idiot. You can't do it on Sunday. If you are trying to create something, generate something, be creative, be brilliant, be magnificent, something that shows you in your greatest, most magnificent light, and you attempt to do it on Sunday, no. Any other day, but not when the sun sits opposite Saturn. Dumb move. Now, the other thing that happens, Mercury quincunx Neptune. Mercury is sort of intellectualism, intelligence, kind of knowledge, sort of savvy knowledge. Quincunx, magnificent, 150 degrees apart, very positive as far as I'm concerned. And it's quincunx Neptune, and Neptune is all about intuition. So you're aligning intellectual savviness and intuition. So if you've intellectualized something, a situation, and you intuitively think it's a magnificent idea, or it has grounds for future wonderful brilliance, whatever it might be, it is that kind of day to believe in it, to think, actually, this thing that I have created with a degree of real intelligence and originality, and just really using my magnificent grey matter, and you feel that it intuitively, that it is actually something, one of the greatest things you've ever done in your entire life, you could be onto something. But don't forget, the sun sits opposite Saturn. But the intuition is not impacted, right, by sun sitting opposite Saturn. If you've created something and you intuitively feel it's magnificent, it just might be. If you just think, I think that might be brilliant. Think, not good enough. Saturn will nail it to the mast. But if you intuitively feel it, you could be onto something. It's black and white. If you think, actually, that's pretty cool, that's not good enough. You have to think from the heart, from the core of my soul, from my intuitive center, I think this is brilliant. So it's quite a complex day. Saturn putting the mockers on everything, but Neptune going, no, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Okay, you can go one of two ways. But fundamentally, if you don't have to create something magnificent on this day, do something else, because Saturn really is just like that. Nah. And that was that. Oh, please follow and or subscribe. It would make Dad very happy. He'll be thinking, finally, my boy is fulfilling my ambition, my astrological ambitions. So yes, please subscribe or follow. I hope you've enjoyed this little jaunt through the week from the 2nd of September to the 8th. Have a beautiful Sunday night, chilling, and whatever else you might be up to. And I will see you next week.